Hello, beautiful Life Path number 9, and welcome back to your reading. You're starting with the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Swords. Interesting. Interesting, my nines. What's going on here? The Queen of Cups in reverse. Well, okay, so, movement, stoppages, I think like a block when it comes to intuition, but then the challenge are met and your cups overflow, your blessings arrive, right? So it's most definitely a week of work, I would see, or I would, would put in for myself. As I look at this, I feel it's definitely indicating a week of work. See, there's momentum, there's progress, there's something happening, but then, oops, there's block. It's like you're invoking both eights together, like yes, and then no, and then there's the cause. I believe that's the cause anyway. The Queen of Cups in reverse is kind of telling me that the receptivity of that Queen isn't there and it's not being felt, or for some reason it's blocked within you, which is odd for a 9 because as a hermit you're always connected, but for some reason, never know. Things happen, and then sometimes we kind of fall off of the energetic vibe that comes in because we go into worry or something happens to challenge us and our energies are just not open to it. And then you have the challenge with the Knight of Wands that comes in, and then you have the Nine of Cups here. So like, you challenge that Queen, you go in, you fix it, and then things are better. Let's see what the clarifiers are in between, because that always helps with this, right? It fills in the blanks. Two of Cups, right? It's interesting that you have the Two of Cups between the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Very interesting. You got the card of perspective, the Hangman, the limbo, in between. Interesting, interesting. And then you get the Nine of Discs along with the Nine of Cups. It's very interesting. It's like set, match, like it's almost like I accept the games or the rules of your games, and I will, meet up to, I will rise up to this challenge and, win anyway, is what I feel. I feel it's like trying to, and it's so funny, this card, they're both looking down the cups almost confused, right? It's like, how do I make these two come together somehow? It's like, how do I get progress? But I feel like it's saying the perspective is when you realize the Queen of Cups is kind of, it's the block that's not helping you, and then rise up to the challenge, and then bang, things start happening. So, I have a very similar reading. Was it with 7? I think it's 7. It's almost identical. It's an almost identical reading, honestly. It's very strange. It's almost like in theirs it was, they have the mind, they've realized the heart, and then they can, I don't know, 7 or 9 or 8. I don't know, 9s, but there's definitely a very big similar shift happening for you this week. So you have to tap into your intuition, your heart space. It's more intuition. Okay, I feel it is still the cup, so it is a heart space, but your intuition is your heart space. So that's what I feel this is what this is saying, okay? When you figure it out, when, these two are like, oh, okay, I get it, then the perspective comes in, it switches over, and you go in. All right, so let's see what Source Energy has to tell you this week. The Star. I like when these coincidences happen. I'm just going to show you. Look at these figures. Don't they look like they're doing much of the same? Isn't it strange when that happens? I love it. I love those types of things that I don't believe in. Coincidences. I say coincidences that don't exist, right? And then here you have the Five of Hearts. Okay. And over here you have the Four of Hearts. And then you have the Five of Swords. A lot of fives. A lot of fives coming in for you here. Alright, so what's the message here? I think that you need to take a real good look between disappointments, things that have disappointed you in the past. The Four of Swords is the Four of Cups is talking about that moment of stagnation, that moment, and in this one it's almost like a release. You see? It's like she's releasing these troubles and also taking a look at what both sides have to say. The Five of Swords for me is always about looking at both sides. The way that I always describe it is, depending on which side of the war you're on the winning side. You're the right side, right? Both sides think they're right. So you have to really take a moment to see what's going on and get a perspective for it. So I feel that a lot of this is talking about perspective, of letting go of preconceived notions of what is, you know, what is perceived as heartbreak. The cups spilled over, but what was the wisdom behind it? And I feel that with the Star here, they're looking. This is what you're looking for. This is the insight that you're searching for. Okay? What this truly mean? A lot of people like to say, well, it's what's left in the background. There's like cups left in the background. That's what you got to focus on. But I feel they want you to focus on the full picture. What was learned from the cups that fell down. And as well, to release your preconceived notion and see both sides. And that's going to give you extra insight. It's going to make you open to what you need to see. I hope that helps you, my nines. Over here I have Soul Awareness. This is a channel with longer messages, with a longer video. It's for everybody. It's for a collective, right? The collective of the world, which is the world. I always say just take some time, listen in, see what the messages have to say. Underneath it is Tarot Guide with AI. It's a fun channel where I work with AI to do a spiritual reading. This one here is the OG, my Pisces channel, the first channel I started 5 years ago. If you're Pisces and interested, right here. And here is a video playlist of all of nines. I keep updating them every week, so if you want to save it somewhere on your YouTube so that you can always have access to it, that would be wonderful and helpful. Take care of yourself. I will see you next week, my nines. Keep working on yourself. Bye for now.